Good morning, everyone, and welcome. By the authority given in the statutes of the Open University, I declare this congregation open for the conferment of degrees and the presentation of graduates. Distinguished guests, graduates, and friends of the university, it's my privilege and great pleasure to welcome you all to the 24th of the Open University's degree ceremonies being held in 2015. Each year, the Open University awards over 14,000 degrees, and throughout this year, more than 8,000 of the graduates are being presented for their qualifications at degree ceremonies such as this one today in Birmingham. They're held in 10 different towns and cities throughout England, and also in Belfast, Cardiff, Edinburgh, and Dublin. This illustrates the extraordinary scale and reach of the Open University. Now, I hope that it goes without saying that today is an extremely important occasion in the life of you, our graduates, your families, and your loved ones today, as well as the university staff who, I hope you'll feel, have nurtured and supported you. Now, you could be forgiven after the music and the ceremony and the marching through just then for thinking that this is going to be a solemn occasion, but you'd be quite wrong, because in every sense, this day is a celebration. So, we'll be extremely disappointed if anyone crosses the stage today to anything less than absolutely thunderous applause, or whatever other way you choose to express your enthusiasm. And there may have been a few hints in the video that you saw just a few minutes ago. So, with that in mind, why don't we have a little rehearsal? Why don't we ask all of our graduates to stand, please? Friends, graduates, do please stand so we can see all of you. Now, friends, families, and Open University staff, let's start our ceremony by giving all of our fantastic graduates an enormous round of applause. Now, I'm told this has got one of the best acoustics of any halls in the country, so it can take any amount of noise. So I think actually we could do even better than that. So let's have another go, please. So, graduates, please sit down. Thank you. So when that moment arrives, when your special graduate steps forward, feel free to clap, shout out, cheer, whatever you want to do to make sure that your graduate notices your support. But it could be particularly nice for the many parent graduates who are here today to spot their children in the audience. Are there any children in the audience? Sorry, I can't hear you. Are there any children in the audience? Okay. Will all the children please stand up? Even if you're a grown-up child, you can stand up as well. And can the parents here please see if they can spot where their families are? So call out and wave. Make sure that you know where everyone is. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be chaos. I'm sorry, but at least you all know where you are. Now, there's one more way, apart from waving and shouting, that you can show your appreciation to your particular graduate. And you may have seen, as we were coming in, or just before the videos were shown, the screen with all of the social media messages. So if you put a message or a photograph, maybe a photograph that you take during the course of the ceremony, on social media with the hashtag OU_ceremonies, there's a crack OU social media team who will be gathering your messages, and you should then see them displayed on the video screen as we process out at the end. So it's your chance to show your direct appreciation to someone who you love, who's succeeded, but also to tell the world outside this auditorium how much you appreciate what your particular graduate has done. So plenty of ways that you can interact and get involved. So let's get down to the business that we've been waiting for. Today's ceremony will begin with the presentation of those graduates who've gained a higher degree and first degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering, and who've been able to attend here today. They will be presented by Miss Rhiannon Martin, Assistant Director of Student Services here in Birmingham. And we will then continue our presentation of graduates with those who have gained Bachelor of Science, foundation degrees, diplomas, and professional graduate certificates of education. And those will be presented by Dr. Juliet Coleman, Assistant Director, Student Services. And then to conclude the ceremony, I'll give a personal address to our successful graduates. So I now call upon Miss Martin to present the graduates.
Vice-Chancellor, I shall now present graduates who have gained higher degrees and are able to attend here today. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, I present to you for a thesis entitled Gastrointestinal Appetite Hormones Change with Maternal Adaptations to Pregnancy and Lactation in the Rat, Michelle Lucy Johnson! Thesis entitled Characterization of Obsessive Compulsive Disorder Using Behavioral and Neurophysiological Instruments, Lois Joannika Korenhoff. For a thesis entitled Identification of Genes Involved in Type 2 Diabetes and Obesity Using the Mouse as a Model, Lee Moyer. For the degree of Doctorate in Education, I present to you for a thesis entitled Golden Goose or White Elephant, Lifelong Learning through the Professional Group of Operating Department Practitioners, Susan Parker. And for a thesis entitled Developing Digital Historians in Italy, Claudia Favero. I present to you for the degree of Master of Arts in Art History, Claire Fox. For the degree of Master of Arts in Childhood and Youth, I present Russell Hopkins. And Sharon Riggs. For the degree of Master of Arts in Education, I present Sarah Bertram. For the degree of Master of Arts in History, I present Charles Chadwick. And Stuart Kirby. For the degree of Master of Arts in Philosophy, I present Robert Giles. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, I present Christoph Popov. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Technology Management, I present Derek Gardner. Forbes Hamilton. For the degree of Master of Education, I present Amelia Georgiou Stringer. And Paul Hubbard. Tammy McNamara. And Suzanne Rice. For the degree of Master of Science in Advancing Healthcare Practice, I present Rachel Carter. For the degree of Master of Science in Computing for Commerce and Industry, I present Stephen Allen. For the degree of Master of Science in Mathematics, I present Arshad Butt. For the degree of Master of Science in Medical Physics, I present Trevor Williams. For the degree of Master of Science in Medicinal Chemistry, I present Luna Mandel. For the degree of Master of Science in Technology Management, I present Marcel Torrent. For the Postgraduate Certificate in Education, I present Karen Fiddler. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with First Class Honours, I present Daniel Bucknell. And Deanna Coe. And John Doswell. Christine Doyle. And Reva Erdley. And Lynn Edwards. And Janet Gilfrin. And Janet Grant. And David Gunnell. And Melanie Hardy. And Kelly Houseby. And Claire Mercado. And Lee Middleton. And Jane Salesman, Joanne Salesman. And Muniba Salim. And Jacqueline Shepherd. Gerald Byrne. Gillian Clark. Michelle Pruitt. And Teresa Cole. Holly Coley. Paul Cook. Jessica Coughlin. Alexander Cox. Lucy Crowther. Sarah Dean. Louise Dodd. Dan Ducey. Terry Dowling. Ray Dubbin. And Rachel Eaton. Janine Farmer. Anne Footit. Mark Fowler. and Donna Hardiman. Bridget Hardstaff. Lucinda Harris.
Rory Mackay. Marie McLean. Sean McLaughlin. Isabella Whitworth. Hannah Williams. Helen Woods. Rebecca Woods. Kelly Sleslavsky. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, I present Salma Begum. Sharon Bond. Dave Ebanks. Catherine English. Tanya Fletcher. Elizabeth Halpin. Elizabeth Hurst. Petra Hughes. Anna Perry. Daljet Pooney. Julie Reeves. Greg Stevens. Joanne Stokes. Claire Sutton. Annalise Thomas. Caroline Tremens. Brunella Susan Ward. Helen Watcott. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, I present Alan Broadstock. Peter Ellis. Marlon Esau. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws with First Class Honours, I present Paul Dudley. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws with Honours, I present Kirsty Mormon. Jan Ross. Rachel Seabright. Gary Steele. Stockdale.
Vice-Chancellor, we now come to the part of today's ceremony that marks the presentation of graduates who have gained Bachelor of Science degrees, Foundation degrees, and Diplomas in Higher Education, and have been able to attend here today. The full subject and classification details are printed in the Directory of Graduates. For the degree Bachelor of Science with First Class Honours, I present Nikhil Darda. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with First Class Honours, I present Alex Bayard. Anna Bowden. Paul Riley. Alan Broom. Jacqueline Cam. Hannah Coleman. Stephen Eddies. Rob Finley. Rowan Hayter. Kenny Hernbrook. Austin Lloyd. Shirley Morgan. William Neal. Iris Rose. Nicholas Salmon. Karen Shaw. Darren Sisson. Anita Smith. Jane Stone. Kate Warlow-Corcoran. Daniel Wood. Claire Ziegler. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours, I present Shabani Afzal. Jade Allen. Sam Allen. Darren Ankaya. Amy Archer. Joe Bartholomew. Marcia Luck. Louise Blake. Hilary Bloomfield. Nikki Baker. Lauren Udell. Sharon Boyce. Melissa Burley. Paul Halligan. Lindsay Carter. Pete Chapman. Funda Commander Kanda. Louise Constable. Heather Hooper. Jude Cottrell. Stephen Craven. Jonathan Daly. Emily Fletcher. Jenny Gator. Linda Geldart. Farah Gilani. Lorna Goodwin. Lavinia Gordon. Neil Graham. Ian Hargraves. Lisa Heath. Harry Hetherington. Michelle Horton. Fiona Howard. Matthew Jacobson. Francis Jacobs. Zareen Javed. Ian Jeff. Bethany Jones. Timothy Cathell. Helen Kerr. Nina Kershaw. a mystery. Laura Moody. Diane Morgan. Fiona Nash. Rebecca Nevard. Jacqueline Norman. Lindsay Nummy. Sean O'Brien. Emma Ozer. Kirsty Page. Amina Patel. Louise Pletz. Nick Ray. Alison Ramsey. Vicky Rathbone. Miriam Ridgway. Andrew Russell. Sharon Santade. Amir Safraz. Kim Scott. Christian Simmons. Tyler Smith. present Shaheen Akhtar. James Feeney. Amy Charles. Yvonne James. Kimberly Kinsella. Heather Maddy. Nigel Manning. Tracy McSweeney. Stacey Moore. Priscilla Morgan. Emma Newbold. Barbara Smead. Anna Smith. Matthew Smith. Daisy Ann Stevens. Andrea Stubbs. Louise Weatherhead. Natasha Wheatley. John Williams. And for the Diploma of Higher Education, I present Diane Jones. Elizabeth York.
Phew. Well done, Birmingham. That was a pretty fantastic set of celebrations by our graduates and by all their supporters. think it's one of the best of the season, actually. It's a special day for everyone here, one to remember for the rest of your lives. But it was an extraordinary honour for me to watch each of you take that walk across the stage. Every one of you has travelled your own unique path to get to this point, but you all had absolute determination. And when I was asking people how they felt, they were saying they were jubilant, they were ecstatic, and I asked them how they'd done it. All sorts of words were used, but miraculous was one that particularly struck me. And thank you for all the extraordinary support, the wonderful celebrations, whether it was the sort of the conga waving just now, or some wonderful comments that were called out from family members. So for graduates, this is your moment. Breathe it in. Acknowledge what it's taken to get you here, and be grateful to those of your supporters, your friends and family who've been with you every step of the way. And I don't need to tell you and your families that each one of you is extraordinary. But taken together, you're even more extraordinary. Without question, I believe you are the most amazing and outstanding body of graduates anywhere in the UK, or maybe in the world. In fact, today, all of you and your friends and supporters are probably sharing this auditorium with the most extraordinary people you're ever likely to meet and be with. For each of your family, friends and supporters, you know better than anyone else the amazing efforts that your graduate went to in order to achieve their qualifications. But many of you, and many of our graduates today, won't know very much about our other graduates. You might not even have met other OU students, and just how amazing you are as a body. So I'd like to take a few minutes to show ourselves why you are so extraordinary. I'm going to ask the graduates a few questions so we can all discover a bit more about each other. And if you can, would you mind raising your hands to my questions? Can I ask who was employed or did voluntary work at some stage during their study? Just put your hands up. One done. Thank you. Next question. Who helped bring up a family during their study? Who cared for parents or other dependents during their study? And please don't put up your hand if you'd rather not, or if it's tricky for you, but who carried out their studies while registered with a disability? Did you know, by the way, that the Open University has 20,000 disabled students? Not only more disabled students than any other university, but almost more students with a disability that we have than almost any other university has students altogether. So can I just ask all of those of you who put your hand up to any one of those questions to put your hands up again, please? Look at that. That's quite amazing. Almost every student here has needed to fulfil some other obligation alongside their study. Now, compare that with students at so-called conventional universities, whose extra duties might only extend to the sports team, or indeed their commitment to the student bar. Your efforts are so much greater. And let me share a small frustration I have over the language and the words that are used to describe students like yourselves. Those conventional students are described as full-time students, and OU students like you are described as part-time students. Part-time? Part-time? More like double-time with the OU. That's a tough shift that you've all been on. But there's only one thing tougher than being an OU student, and that's living with one. So So let's take a moment and maybe do things the other way around, and for the graduates to acknowledge the support of your family and friends who are celebrating with you today. Let's thank them for supporting you, for standing by you when things were getting tough, and for being here to celebrate with you. So graduates, if you can, locate your friends and family, please stand and give all of your families a round of applause. Thank you everyone. And I'd also like to turn to one other vital group that got you through. The OU's wonderful academics and other staff represented by my colleagues here on the platform. They wrote and presented your courses, they were your tutors, your associate lecturers who taught you and got you through. I hope you'll agree that they're also deserving of your appreciation. You had a special workload. You've certainly been supported by special family and friends, but you're also special because of the quality of the university that you've just graduated from. Of course, employers rate us as a university. Over 30,000 businesses and organisations in the UK have chosen us to train their staff. And a recent survey by the Department for Business, Innovation and Skills found that employers perceive students of the OU to be hardworking, committed, and having discipline. So an OU qualification is something to be proud of, something recognised and respected. I hope that if you're looking for a new job or a promotion following your qualification, you can remind your employer, your potential employer, of that. And if you're looking for some things to tell people about the university of which you're now a graduate, here are just a few facts. In 2013, the Open University led the way in digital innovation when it set up the first massive open online course, or MOOC, in the UK through an initiative called FutureLearn. Since then, we've attracted over 2.5 million learners to those free courses around the world. In 2014, the Open University won a national award for our Open Science Laboratory. And at the moment, we're currently awaiting the results of the shortlisting for the Times Higher magazine's University of the Year Award. Fingers crossed for that. Last year, the results of the exercise used to assess university research showed that nearly 3/4 of the Open University's research was marked as 4 or 3 star. Those are the highest ratings available, indicating a research standard that's either world-leading or internationally excellent. And this research can capture the public imagination as well. We were immensely proud of the OU's part in the comet-chasing Rosetta mission last year, which was awarded Physics World Breakthrough. The world watched, holding its breath, as the Philae lander, designed by OU space scientists, touched down on the comet. Monica Grady, a professor in planetary science involved in the project, unwittingly went viral as her spontaneous jumps for joy were shared around the world on social media. You are graduates of the university that made all that happen. You're coming from a university that's a world leader in technology, in innovation, and in helping people to learn. You can wear your new credentials with pride as you leave today, but this is far from the end of your journey. Our motto, on the crest right behind you, is learn and live. That's something that all Open University graduates embody as soon as they step back out into their busy lives. For with your achievement, we believe it should also come responsibility. A responsibility to give something back, to put your qualifications and knowledge to the best possible use, whether where you work or where you live, or within your family. So please, continue to learn, continue to live and learn, but more than that, continue to shine. You have the skills, you have the ability, you can change the world around you for the better. And please, remember to keep in touch with your university and tell us how you're getting on. As a member of our alumni community, you're part of a vast network of people as extraordinary as you are. Members of our alumni team are waiting out in the foyer and would love to talk with you about what our Alumni Association can offer, as well as ways you can give back to your university. And you can even buy a little bit of OU merchandise. For instance, Open University teddies, who I see on display here. Any other teddies in the house? Anyone wave their teddies? Yes, thank you. So teddies and mugs and all sorts of other wonderful memorabilia of the Open University are available at the alumni stand. Because when you leave today, you become an ambassador for the OU and all that it stands for. A university with wonderful ideals standing for social justice, for equality, education, and for knowledge to be open to everyone. And I hope maybe once you've recovered from all of your study efforts, that you might want to share your experience with others you know. Please tell people what you got out of your OU experience and encourage them to follow your path. I hope you've seen our truly inspiring television adverts that bring so wonderfully to life the trials and the jubilation of being an OU student. But we know that for potential students, a word of recommendation from an OU student or graduate is better than any commercial. You are our best advert, and we want you to be proud to tell everyone, I studied at the OU. In a moment, the proceedings will end, and our ceremonial party on the stage will process out. And that's the point where you'll get a chance to see all the messages and photos up on the screen that I hope you've been posting to your graduates during the course of the ceremony. Please join me and our processing party outside of the auditorium in the concourse so we can all congratulate you in person. Now, can I ask, just one last time, to raise the roof. Graduates, please stand, and everyone join me in giving them an enormous last round of applause. Congratulations. The proceedings of this degree ceremony have been completed, and I now declare this meeting of congregation closed. Would all of those who are able to stand please do so?